We are just 24 hours removed from the release of Kylie Control's brand new single. It's called Carrie Bradshaw. Both the single and the music video are available now on all major music streaming platforms. And I am so excited for Kylie Control. I have never felt more proud to call myself a fan of hers. Kylie Control has come a long way, and I just want to say congratulations to her early this morning because Kylie Control deserves all the praise in the world right about now. And I think that more guys, like myself, can really sit back and put into perspective just how far she has come. I think that she has accomplished so much, and she has undeniably touched the hearts of so many wonderful people. And I would also like to say thank you to all of you for making Kylie Control into the mega superstar that she has eventually molded herself into, because all of you have been with Kylie Control from the very beginning. I have never seen so much love and support for one girl be shown by so many wonderful people. One niche. One specific niche came together over 10 years ago, and they created something so special for millions of people who were just like them, who felt like they wanted to be a part of something so special, and I got the chance to be a part of that too as your voice. I got the chance to represent millions of people as a voice for Descendants of Zombies. And every single day, these are conversations that I've obviously looked forward to having with millions of people who have felt inspired by the stories of such characters as Cinderella and Rapunzel, and I've really had the time of my life. I've never wanted their stories to be over. I've never wanted this journey to be over. I've never wanted this journey to see a conclusion. So why can't we just keep on going and moving forward into the summers of 2026 and 2027, where we have a lot to look ahead to? We have so much to be excited about. We have a brand new love story for both Red and Chloe happening with their love interest in the Descendants Wicked Wonderland franchise. We have a new villain having been created, Red having created a sister as one of the many consequences we will see in this one from time travel. And I am really excited about this because if you know anything about time travel, the possibilities are really endless. And for anyone who's ever believed in such things as things lasting for forever and finding true love, I think this is the perfect answer to the questions that we have been searching for a very long time. Now, I can't say that I've ever agreed with the comments that people have been leaving. They have often been very cruel on social media platforms such as X. People have never really wanted to give Descendants Wicked Wonderland much of a chance. People are saying they are far from impressed. This one has a lot left to be desired. I get that, and I understand where you're coming from because we've been left with a lot of uncertainty and a lot of times we feel as if we've been left in the dark, but can't we just give this one a chance? I mean, somebody like Kylie Control is just 21 years old. I mean, what do you know at 21 years old? As far as my eyes can see, they know more than they're ever given credit for, and they show tremendous work ethic and tremendous heart. They've always shown that. So all they've ever wanted in return from all of us as fans and as journalists and columnists is just love and support. So why can't we just give them the love and support they want? I've always seen issues with criticism, and honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I've never wanted anything to do with criticism, because here's the thing. I know that somewhere out there today in this really big universe, even with how big this universe seems to be on times, there's always that one girl who was using her hand as a chin support this morning with her legs kicked up on her bed, watching these videos on her phone and her tablet. And she's having the time of her life because she's found a guy who actually talks about Descendants of Zombies for what it's worth, for what its true value has always meant. And I've had the time of my life. Now, I know I look like a guy who just came off the graveyard shift, hunting vampires every night to keep you guys safe, wearing a black shirt because I just came in through my window and I haven't changed yet. But that goes without saying. I've really had the time of my life. And you're probably somebody saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you sound really crazy. You sound like my kind of guy to talk about Descendants of Zombies. If you are somebody who believes that, thank you so much with all of your heart. Because I know there are people who would have never taken these franchises to the places that I've taken them to. There are people out there that have never would have thought about Descendants of Zombies the way that I've thought about it, and I've honestly had the time of my life reviewing such things as music videos, Broadway premieres, premieres of movies such as Descendants of Zombies in the years past. It's really hard to believe that we've seen so much happen for a franchise that I really don't think that anybody expected anything major or massive to happen from. Because Descendants of Zombies just kind of happened. One night at random, they came up with the concept, they sat down in a board meeting one morning over donuts and coffee, and they came up with Descendants of Zombies. Little did we know that Descendants of Zombies would go on to leave an everlasting impression on so many wonderful hearts and become such a valued piece of our very existences. so many people have always taken away pride and value from the Descendants of Zombies franchises, no matter who they are, no matter where they come from, no matter what their story is. They've always seen something special in the stories about Disney princesses or Disney characters that have gone on to achieve so much recognition and so much rarity. I know, because I always wanted to be one. I wanted to be everybody's favorite Disney character. I wanted to lend my voice to a character like Olaf or Maximus from Tangled or Frozen because it just looks so cool. To get paid to sit behind a microphone and bring a character to life through the power of your voice, man, sign me up. I'd do it tomorrow. I'd leave tonight and I'd go to Disney and I'd lend my voice to the soundtracks of Tangled Frozen without even thinking about it. I'd be a Prince Charming for everybody. I would wear that blue jacket probably quicker than Mitchell Hope ever would think about wearing it for you guys. Because when you have the chance to bring a character to life, you got to think about the person who's watching the show, who just wants to be a part of that show more than anything else in her life. And once you realize that and you develop that understanding with your audience, that will allow you to bring your stories to life about Descendants of Zombies, or that may revolve around something else, no matter what it is, probably Sailor Moon for God's sake. Whatever your stories or your passions revolve around, that's what allows you to bring your stories to life and make more believers out of everybody who watches your videos. The reason why you're here is because you're a fan of Descendants of Zombies. That is the reason why you're here, isn't it? So it's because of the reason you're here that we're here. So because you're the reason why we're here, and the reason you're here is because you love Descendants of Zombies so much, let's talk about the release dates of Descendants of Zombies, because I see Descendants 5 and Zombies 5 really being something special. I really see it being something for the first time ever that we can believe in, that we can hold on to, and we can just keep coming up with predictions and hope for everybody, because I think there are far too many people, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I really think there are far too many people out there who have never wanted to give this one much of a chance. And I think that if more people did, more millions of people would fall in love with the product, would give it more of a chance, we'd see more chapters, because what it comes down to is as long as the franchises remain popular and significant and go on to hold a very special place in our hearts for many years to come, they will always be around. Why do you think Mickey Mouse always resonates with so many wonderful people? Why do you think he's sitting behind me? The reason why he's sitting behind me is because he's often resonated with people for over 100 years. That's why. There are so many characters that have gone on to achieve legendary status through the power of how they've been distributed. And obviously marketing, I get that. But let's forget about the marketing. Let's forget about how they've been distributed. Let's talk about how they've touched so many hearts. Like, have you ever wondered when you're out in the mall or you're at school, how many people actually pass by you wearing a Mickey Mouse t-shirt or hoodie? They're passing by you wearing a Mickey Mouse t-shirt or hoodie because they really love him with all of their heart. They may never tell you that they love Mickey Mouse that much, but they really do love him with all of their heart. A 5-year-old girl will walk past you wearing a Mickey Mouse t-shirt or hoodie because she may never tell you or be able to tell you because she's so young, but she wears it because she loves him with all of their heart. So why can't we just, support that? And always say something nice about Mickey. Like, I have a Mickey Mouse toaster. I'm not afraid to tell you guys that. My whole house is covered with Mickey Mouse merch. I have Mickey Mouse coffee mugs, Mickey Mouse slippers, Mickey Mouse pajamas. Don't tell anyone I ever told you that. But I have Mickey Mouse pajamas, Mickey Mouse PJs, Mickey Mouse slippers. I have everything. And I've loved putting my passion on display for all these characters. You see that wall of nostalgia behind me? I've loved putting that on display for millions of people. I've loved putting my passions for Descendants of Zombies on display for millions of people who believe in it so much with all their heart. And you know something? That's what gives me so much joy and so much passion behind every video that I've ever created. Because I really do believe, if someone were to ask me, do I think that Kylie Contrell is one of the most beautiful people, and by far one of the most talented that I've ever seen? For sure I do. I think she is by far one of the most talented people that I've ever had the chance to talk about, that I've ever had the chance to be a part of. I felt so honored to be a part of her life and her very existence, because I knew that if I was going to say anything at all about Kylie, it was going to have to be something nice for the people who believed in her, and myself included. Because I have forever been a supporter of Kylie. Ever since I laid eyes on her, I knew she had it. I knew she was going to be something special, and I just want to say thank you to everybody else who has always believed in her, who forever will hit my subscribe button because they love Kylie Control so much. Someone did last night because they loved my Kylie Control videos that I was posting. And, I have the biggest Kylie Control fans. I know for sure, and for certain, most definitely, I have the biggest Kylie Control fans who are subscribed to her. And forgive me, I've never wanted to let them down. So if they love a song like See You Tonight, Boot Up, all these wonderful songs, and her new one, Carrie Bradshaw, of course, which just dropped last night, the music video and the single. If I have all these people subscribe to me who love her, then I'm going to support her. And I'm going to find time to always say something nice about her because she's cried for far long enough. She's been in doubt about herself and her abilities far long enough. And it's time that we come together and we let her know that what she's doing is wonderful. And she is inspiring along with stealing so many wonderful hearts out there. And I had the chance to be a part of that. You know, we can choose to sit here as often as we want and as frequently as we want and criticize people like Kylie and Malia for their friendship and say there must be something more than just them being friends. We've heard and seen it all on social media about how people feel that this should happen for them or that should happen for them. But I think it's just people starting up rumors because they love to create controversy. And if you can shy away from that, you can always shut that out. That shows how loyal of a fan you are to the product, how loyal of a fan you are to the story, and how you always show up for the show. Because Descendants of Zombies was one of the greatest shows on Earth. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It really was one of the greatest shows on Earth. Eat your heart out, Zac Efron, because I know the greatest show on Earth was a movie that he was in, but I think that Descendants of Zombies really has stolen a lot of hearts to be considered the greatest show on Earth. And that's because you guys made it the greatest show on Earth for countless people, not just yourselves. But you gave more people a reason to believe in Descendants of Zombies, so thank you. You gave me a reason, as a loser who was on YouTube reviewing video games for years, twitching video games. You gave me a reason to create something special for all of you. That may have came in the form of girls showing up on my door every year on Halloween saying, hey, Jonathan Clarke, quit being a loser. Make Descendants of Zombies videos for us so we can subscribe to you for what will be the rest of our life. But you guys did give me so much incentive to do it. And I promise you that I did promise you that I was going to upload videos about Descendants of Zombies for what would be the rest of my life. And honestly, guys, I would have it no other way. I would choose Descendants of Zombies as a niche to provide commentary for every single time because there's so much to value about their stories. There's so much to believe in more than ever before. And I know this because I had the chance to be a part of it. I saw people being so passionate about the dolls. I've forever seen people be so passionate about the music and learning the choreographing. And, you know, I thought it was so cool. I thought it was so fun to be a part of. And if I had the chance to, I would be a part of this all over again. I've really had the time of my life. And even with how many people I've met from Descendants of Zombies' niche, I know I still have so many wonderful people that I have yet to meet. And I am so excited to be a part of that and to be considered a part of something special with all of you. I've really had the time of my life. And if I had the chance to talk about anything else, I think I would turn it down. I've had so many opportunities in my life. But the thing about this niche that always attracts me and always pulls me in is just how supportive you are of the content that has been created. And the content that has been created has been so special to all of you because it resonates with you. For those of you who have never figured this out, the reason why this content has been so special to many of you is because it's forever and always resonated with you. And as long as it continues to resonate with you, that should give us more incentive and more creative energy than ever before to keep on creating and keep on moving forward. I say this because I had the chance to experience it, and if I had the chance to all over again, if say I was in possession of a pocket watch, I were in possession of a pocket watch, I would use that pocket watch to go back in time and kind of relive this and kind of, you know, throw us back to all these nostalgic moments. Because moments of nostalgia are really what made Descendants of Zombies worth experiencing and being a part of. We all had the chance to be a part of something so special because of Descendants of Zombies, and we will continue to be a part of that something special for many years to come. And I would love for you to be a part of these conversations if you haven't become a part of them already, and I would also love for you to come along with me on this incredible, unforgettable journey that I had the chance to be a part of. You know, I've represented so many wonderful people as their voice of Descendants of Zombies, and we've given so many wonderful people together something so special to believe in, and I would love to continue to help people understand these franchises for just a little while longer and keep these franchises alive for however long we can, because the longer we keep them alive, the more brighter futures of Freya Sky, Malachi Burton, Kylie Cantrell will continue to be. And I had the chance to experience that with all of you. So I would love to use the last few moments that I have here this morning to simply say thank you to everybody who has been with me from the very beginning. Those of you who have put up with my nonsense for what feels like forever. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button and my like button. I have to tell you that. So Don't forget to hit my like button and my subscribe button. I would love for you to continue to be a part of these conversations because together we can really continue to give people something special to believe in and to hold on to for forever and always. So thank you from wherever you're hearing my voice this morning, and thank you so much from wherever you may be watching these videos, because you are forever and always what have made these videos so special for people like me who will continue to create the content that you've loved and certainly appreciated over time, because time is the most precious thing that we have, and we should forever and always cherish that fact. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel, and as always, thank you so much for having watched these videos.